Hi, I'm Sarah Philippi with Reversing Breast Implant Illness. And as a bonus to my 5 video series, 5 Steps to Reversing Breast Implant Illness, I'm going to share this video with you today of some bonus tips for you. So the things we're going to go into today are emotional release, limbic system rewire, and scar/body work. And I think these things are often missed because people are really focused on detoxing and they're tunnel visioned on the detox work, and they completely miss the boat when it comes to some of these really invaluable tools and different areas that the body really needs to be focused on. So first off, when clients come to me for support and guidance in their healing journeys, they often only bring up physical issues or symptoms. So rarely do people in general consider how things like emotional health, limbic impairment, and scars are actually impacting the body. However, trauma and negative thought processes, as well as scars, can manifest physically or even compound existing health issues. For example, a person may break out in a rash when under stress or an emotional crisis. At first, that person may assume the body's detoxing, right? This detox wave. Or maybe that it's a pathogen that's triggering a Herxheimer reaction or a die-off reaction. Someone may even recommend detoxing or detoxing the body or going on this kill protocol, right, to kill these pathogens. And while good and often helpful for a holistic approach, taking a closer look at mindset, trauma, and scars is just as critical and oftentimes even more important than the physical areas. So let's talk about some of these topics. All right. I'm going to start off with neuroplasticity and limbic impairment. Emotionally, the majority of development happens as a child, right? And this includes neuroplasticity, or the forming and reforming of neural pathways. Children can easily learn and unlearn habits and mindsets during this time. While most neuroplasticity forms as a child, it can also be altered throughout life. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's ability to modify, change, and adapt structurally and functionally in response to our experiences. One key area it changes as we age is by responding to damage, stress, and trauma. When the brain experiences a traumatic event, our working memory, which is housed in the prefrontal cortex, is radically compromised. Flashbacks to traumatic events and prolonged stress wear down the prefrontal cortex, resulting in long-term damage to prefrontal neurons. Chronic stress, described as exposure to potentially threatening or emotionally challenging stimuli, can also alter or injure the amygdala and plasticity in the brain. Chronic stress leads to hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis dysregulation, or HPA axis dysregulation for short, responsible for many of the negative symptoms that manifest from stress and trauma. The chronic stress response leads to limbic impairment and, as a result, symptoms. We can do the work to remove or address different stressors, including mental, emotional, chemical, and physical. Of course, breast implants are part of that. But it doesn't always resolve the symptoms if the limbic system is impaired. The limbic system will continue to act as if those stressors are still present due to the memory of it and the neural pathways that were created based on your perception and your response to the experience or stressor itself. And that results in ongoing symptoms. All right, so I'll plan on writing a blog post all about this topic soon in order to give it the attention that it really deserves. But for now, just know that we need to rewire the brain in many cases in order to get to this place of really true health and happiness. And this is something that I often guide my clients through as a part of their healing plan. All right, second tip for you that's a bonus is really getting into the topic of emotional release. Now, my favorite modality for emotional release is MBSR, or mind, body, spirit release. And here is what my friend and MBSR practitioner and past breast implant illness client, Satin Pelfrey, has to say about it. So she says that each time you have a significant emotional event or trauma, your body produces a unique cocktail of hormones and neurotransmitters and emotions that can be stored within the cells. Your body remembers this specific blend and can be prompted again to release that unique combination of chemicals and emotions when presented with a trigger. This can create a positive or a negative experience, much like the smell of a perfume, the perfume of a loved one creates a warm feeling inside, or conversely, a barking dog, creates a sweating or shaking in someone who's previously been attacked. Most of these imprints are stored deep within the subconscious memories of the cells. So we are unaware that, they're even draining our energy and directing us to detrimental and limiting beliefs and behaviors. Often we don't know what the original event was or make the connection to how we were feeling at the time. We just feel the impact and the imbalance of the chemicals and emotions flooding our systems, and our feelings and behaviors suffer as a result of this. Long-term exposure to these low vibration emotions, things like anger, grief, resentment, and loneliness, can have a really detrimental effect on stress hormones. Being able to identify and mitigate these negative cellular memories can be really helpful in our ability to move forward from the event and subsequent detrimental patterns and beliefs. This can be achieved whether we're consciously aware of them or not by reducing their impact on our health and well being and freeing up that space for higher vibration thoughts and feelings. So things like love, connection, trust, and hope and joy. All right, so you can check out both Satin's website and my other MBSR practitioner for my clients, Emily Shannon. Either one of them, both are amazing and wonderful, and I highly recommend either one. I'm going to link both of their sites below. Okay, and then the third and final bonus tip for you for reversing breast implant illness is scar and body work. So these are separate and also the same. Okay. So we all have scars from breast augmentation and explant surgery, and many of us also have scars from a lift and possibly from liposuction or fat graft procedures as well. I personally also have scars from a laparoscopy, a bowel resection, and a birthmark removal, and a septoplasty. But scars can also result from injury, not just surgery. Scars are really inflexible, much deeper and expansive than meets the eye. And they really cause functional impairment, which may result in a multitude of symptoms and health conditions, as well as referred pain, movement restrictions, numbness, and problems with drainage pathways, energy production and flow, cognitive function, etc. Scars also hold emotion associated with the experience that resulted in the scar itself. These issues can persist until the scar is treated appropriately. Scar release work through deep manual manipulation can affect nerve tissue to really help to normalize sensation, increase blood flow to the area, increase lymphatic drainage, resolve pain, improve the flow of energy, and release emotional trauma stored in those scars. We need to go a bit deeper here. Your cupping and, other modalities that are similar are just not going to be able to achieve this level of scar work. And then body work is also incredibly important alongside scar release. As scars are released, there will be functional changes throughout the muscles and nervous system. These changes generally also occur when we have injuries, accidents, or overuse of certain muscles, resulting in compensation and thus pain and dysfunction. We need to identify the muscular weaknesses and imbalances in the body and then reactivate proper neurological function for those muscles, allowing the body to function optimally again. I'll also write a blog post and probably do a video specifically on scars and bodywork in the near future for a deeper dive into that. And I'm also going to be interviewing a couple of experts on scar release specifically, and then also bodywork specifically. So I'll be able to share that with you here when that is finished. So all of these bonus strategies can and should be implemented throughout the physical work of steps 1 through 5. Okay. And here's the bottom line: order matters, and we need to get to the sources. My goal as a holistic health practitioner is to identify and resolve root causes from breast implants and beyond, and not just put band-aids on symptoms. But not just any route can be taken for full body healing. Healing starts with drainage. The strategy here is simple. Support the body's natural ability to remove unwanted factors through effective drainage and mitochondrial support. And this is why I created the Explant Reset program to reset the body for long-term wellness, not just a temporary fix. And this approach provides a clear roadmap to empower you to make changes, adjust, and move forward from the chronic illness that's putting limits on your daily life. And in that program, we continue to take each step that I've discussed in the five videos for the 5 steps to reversing breast implant illness. So drainage, and then mold, and then parasites, and then going systemic with that parasite work, and then detox, and then stealth pathogens, right? And then, of course, these additional modalities that I'm talking about here with you today. If you'd like to share your journey with me, discuss your health concerns, learn more about my approach and how I can help you heal, please go ahead and use the link in the caption below this video to apply for a complimentary discovery call with me where we can discuss all of those things together. All right, so I look forward to hearing from you if you decide to reach out. And if you have any questions, please post them in the comments below. I hope you found this series valuable, and I will see you in the next.